Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you rocking with me. Sitting down here to do a little bit of editing, and you already know the deal. We got to have a little nightcap. Today, we're going to try for the first time Johnnie Walker Black Label Blended Scotch Whiskey. Age statement 12 years. Basic entry-level run-of-the-mill Scotch. You can't see it because I just wiped it off on accident, but this was covered in dust. I think I've had this bottle for 2 or 3 years. It was given to me as a gift, and I don't drink it, and I haven't had anybody over between the baby and the pandemic. I haven't had anybody in the house to drink it for me. So I figured, what the heck? Let's crack it open. Somewhere along the line, I heard that Johnnie Walker was no good. And at least the black specifically was no good. And I just kind of turned my nose up at it. I may have smelled it at some point and thought it was disgusting, but it probably would have been pretty early in my Scotch journey. And so, I don't know, maybe my tastes have changed. I will say that I think the first time I ever had Scotch was Cutty Sark at a going away party for a guy that was, he just quit. He left the company, so we had a going away party for him. The first good Scotch I had was actually Johnnie Walker Blue. And the only reason I was familiar with that at all was this scene from a late season episode of West Wing. And so I didn't even know it was a real thing. And then one day I came across it at a pretty shitty bar and I couldn't believe they had it. It was like $40 a glass. And I said, screw it, give me one. And I loved it. It is really good. And at that time, we didn't have a very good Scotch selection in Washington. We had state-run liquor stores, so it was basically stuff like this: Diageo, the Glenlivets, a lot of that stuff. But we didn't have a great selection like we have now of all these, much smaller or more boutique. Some of them aren't even small distilleries, but just they're not the super mega importers. So we didn't have any of that stuff back then. So Johnnie Walker Blue was kind of the one thing that I could really get my hands on. And I don't know, for a couple years there, my dad kept buying me a bottle for my birthday. We'd go to Hawaii every couple years, and it was actually really cheap on the island. So it was cheaper to buy it there and bring it back actually than it was to buy it here, which was crazy. But so anyway, I had Johnnie Walker Blue for years and years and years until we really had a good selection. But yeah, I just never messed with Johnnie Walker Black. So I got my shot glass, and I've also got my rocks glass. And then we're also going to pop open a couple of packs of cards that we got from Matt's Detour. He changed the channel. Matthew's Detour. Changed the name. And I'm going to give him shit for it for at least till he changes it again. But yeah, these card packs came out of the variety pack that we got here a couple weeks ago now, actually. These are the first ones we're opening. It actually doesn't smell that bad. It does smell really astringent. But it doesn't smell that bad, actually. Okay. It's very oily. It is astringent. It's not very smooth. Very oaky. There's a definitely a peatiness at the end. It's not terrible, actually. It's not the worst I've ever had, that's for sure. And for the price point of Johnnie Walker Black, it's actually, I have to admit, it's actually not bad for your daily drinker, or just having it on your shelf, for whatever, for cocktails or old fashions or things like that. It's not that bad. Poured over rocks here, a little bit of water in there at this point. You can see the oil separating. It's a very oily Scotch, which I don't mind. I actually kind of like that sometimes. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't get much in the way of smoke. I feel like I'm getting a lot of tannins, which I don't mess with blends too much, but my understanding is you usually don't get a lot of that with blends. But I don't know, maybe that's sort of what they're going for. I don't know. It's not terrible, actually. I would never buy it. I can't say that I like it, but it's not terrible. it's not as disgusting as I had expected. So hey, all right, cool. That's all right. What is that? There's another. Is that tobacco? Mm-hmm. You get that tobacco flavor. Oops. You get that tobacco flavor pretty good. Right in the middle. So you get the astringency and then the tobacco, and then almost immediately the oak comes in, and then the peat at the end. And it's really like a, this kind of thing. Yeah, every sip kind of goes through that progression. It's not well, I don't want to say it's not blended because it obviously it is, but I mean it's not, the flavor isn't they're not married very well. They don't sort of swirl very well. It's very much like a line in the sand, line of demarcation between each point. All right, well, let's go over here. We'll crack open some cards while we marinate on that. Let me get this camera right here, not screw this up. Doing this a little bit different this time so that I don't have to worry about doing this upside down. All right, so we got 2 packs of comic ball cards, which I loved, Looney Tune cards, X-Files, Fantastic Four, and 2 Skeleton Warriors. A couple things I want to point out. Skeleton Warriors, bad to the bone cards. 6 of them, bad to the bone. That's hardcore stuff. Comic cards. Are you going to be able to see that? I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Limited edition, counterfeit proof, tamper resistant pack, 99 cards in each set, 12 comic ball cards in each pack, which is actually kind of nice. You get 12 cards in here. High quality collector cards. This is from Upper Deck. Upper Deck and Skybox. I mean, like the big names. Topps obviously always a big name in the trading card game. Nowadays, Panini is a huge name. When I was a kid, Panini just made stickers, pretty much. And they were kind of a dollar store brand, which is a far cry from where they are today. But man, back in the day, Upper Deck, Skybox. I think these are Fleer. Let's see. Yep, Fleer. Fleer was a big name, especially in comic book cards and these kinds of cartoon cards. Oh yeah, it says right there, Fleer Ultra. Fleer Ultra. They were a big name. I suspect these cards will be like super thick cardstock. That was a big thing with Fleer. Let's see. Oh, this is from Cards Incorporated. We've seen those before. Let's see. Oh, they made the Muppets cards. The Muppets hockey cards was all Cards Incorporated. So these might be fun. They might be. Let's see. Each pack contains 5 regular cells and 1 special hollow cell. There are 60 cells to collect plus 12 hollow cells. That is a short print run for the Fantastic Four movie, which I unironically loved. I thought it was great. I'm a big Fantastic Four fan, huge Michael Chiklis fan. We talked about that before, and I was a big Jessica Alba fan at that time as well, coming off of Dark Angel, Chiklis coming off of The Shield. So excited to crack open those. Let's see. Let's start with these Skeleton Warrior cards because I'm really, really interested to see these. If I remember correctly, I did not like this cartoon. If I remember correctly. I know I didn't really watch it. I think I didn't like it. Let's see. Yeah, see these. Okay, so these are done in the same. Oh, they're stuck together. These are done in the same style as the Fleer Ultra Marvel cards, which came in like a cardboard box. And they were super expensive. You can see where the paint pulled off of this one. All right, what we got? We got Sabotage. I'm not sure. He's not a skeleton or a warrior, so I don't really know. I don't know the lore of this show at all. Let's see. What could be more terrifying than going undercover? Going behind enemy lines takes courage, for the risk can be great. You are delivering yourself into... I'm trying to read this here. Into your enemy's hands, stripping yourself of all defenses and laying yourself bare. You can take heart knowing your acts of courage are necessary, that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, but is that enough to make you overcome your fear? It's also written in a really weird script. Okay, 1995. So I would have been 12 when this show was on, which is probably why I didn't get into it. It was just a little bit young for me, I would guess. Right on the borderline where I could have watched it, but not really. So we got this Skeleton Warrior. I don't know how it's looking for you, but on the viewfinder, it is popping on the camera. Those eyes are practically glowing. The Oracle Skull. Okay. Serafina, that is 90s. Look at that gear on her. That is some Rob Liefeld shit right there. Look at that. She's got like a metal skeleton ribcage bustier thing. Look how... Okay, listen, okay, I'm old, so like I notice these things. This is not a woke statement, but her bust to waist to hip ratio is comically insane. That's wild. Anyway, Shriek, that's a skeleton, and it looks like the skeleton has boobs, because of course. Oh, there's another Shriek. Those are definitely, yeah. For some reason, she has to have a bra for this skeleton being. And Prince Justin. That was the show computer animated? No, that's just like really bad animation. Huh. Luminicity Hollow Records data chip number. This is so 90s tech internet jargon. Prince Justin Lightstar, blah blah. I'm not reading that. All right, let's crack open the next one. Jeez, let's see what's in here. Collect these limited edition subsets in these specially marked packs. 10 suspended animation cells, 9 blast off foil cards, 5 Lumabone glow in the dark cards. I doubt we get any of those. I'm sure that those are heavier cards, and these packs have all been weighed to basically validate that any decent card has been pulled, although they may not have any value anyway. All right, we got the prize. Yeah, these are the oof. Well, that's brutal. That really tore off. The gloss is just failed on these. What is this? Aracula versus Guardian? Self-destruct. I don't know if that's the character's name or if that's what the bikes do. Jesus, these are bad. Badog versus Stalker. Oh, limited edition. Oh, we got it. Oh, that's cool. I was wrong. Limited edition, suspended animation, 9 of 10. That's pretty cool. It's basically, you know, it's supposed to be an animation cell. Obviously, it's not, but that's the idea. But that's a cool little card. I dig that. I'm not mad about that. Honestly, if you were a kid and you were collecting these, this would be a badass pull. That's pretty freaking cool. I'm all right with those. We're going to sleeve that sucker up. Just because. And King Dodogarn. Kind of a cool design, actually. All right, so that's Skeleton Warriors. Hey, we got a little pull out of there. That's a bit of all right. Let's see. We'll put those over there. Let's crack open these Fantastic Four cards. While we do that, we're going to grab a little sip of Johnny Walker here. Wet the whistle. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. It's getting, like, more astringent. All right, here we go. Oh, wow, these are really cool. They're like playing cards. Oh, these are really cool. There's Mr. Fantastic. Oh, congratulations. You have found 2 of 12 hollow cells. Oh, I see. That's the hologram on the side. Oh, that's cool. All right, we got another pull. They said there was 1 in each, right? We got Piece of Art. I kind of like the design on these. Unfortunately, they've fallen victim to the same problem as the other ones. But these are kind of cool. They're like playing cards. They're plastic. They're 100% plastic, which is kind of cool. Like they're like, if you're a poker player, Kemco cards or Copac cards, they're basically the same material. If anything, they're even a little thicker than that. But pretty cool. Power of Doom. Unfortunately, the ink didn't work on that one. Checklist. The Fantastic Four. I think there's one more here. Ugh. Debbie. I don't even know. Who's Debbie? Oh, Ben Grimm's fiance. Yeah, okay. Fantastic Four. Hey, you know what? These are kind of cool cards. Who made these cards, did? Cards Incorporated. I'm surprised. Movie Cells with a Z. They were way late to the Z situation. This was mid-2000s, 2005-ish. When did these come out? Yeah, 2005. They were way late to the Z's. But I guess that was their brand at that point. Order your very own Fantastic Four Movie Cells Collector's Mini Album, just like the Muppets cards. I looked on eBay. I could not find any Muppets Take the Ice collector's albums, but I'm definitely on the hunt for them. You know, the fact that it's asking for £4.99 plus postage, and I don't know what the other P is. Processing and processing. I know in the UK they call it post, not like shipping. It's called post. So I don't know, post and I don't know. Watford Business Park, Watford, England, I guess. Interesting. Maybe these aren't the same company. Maybe Cards Incorporated and Cards with a Z is different. Anyway, these were cool cards. These were really cool designs. I wish we had another pack of these, honestly. These are pretty cool. All right, let's open the X-Files. Season 2, 6 super premium trading cards from Topps. Topps had the X-Files license locked down, man. They did all the comic books. They did the trading cards. They were all about it. Now, I can tell these are stuck together, too. All right. He is one. I don't know. Looks animated. Okay. There's the Lone Gunman. Unfortunately, again, the coloring has failed. Let's see. What did I do with the... When was Season 2? That'd be like 93, right? 93, 94? These are distributed by... in the UK, too. Interesting. Obviously, Topps is not a UK company, but these must have been a UK distribution that somehow worked their way back over to the States. Made and printed in Ireland. 96. You can't see that. 96. All right, Lone Gunman. Kid with a Balloon. I watched X-Files, but I don't remember any of it. I watched it once. Checklist. And I don't know. Boardroom. These are kind of lame. And whatever that guy is. Those are kind of lame. All right. So far, the Fantastic Four cards are definitely the coolest, and the pulls from the Skeleton Warrior cards, those little film cell cards, are pretty cool. All right. Comic Ball. These are the ones I'm looking forward to. I used to have a ton of these. I don't know what happened to them, but I used to have a ton of these. I might still have them somewhere, but I loved these cards. So there's a combination of things with these. They've got baseball scenes from cartoons, and they'll be... Oh, that's right. They were double-sided. That was the other thing that was cool about these, is that you had card 52 and card 37. I forgot about that. But this is from a cartoon. From an episode, Porky Pig and Charlie Dog. Hop Along Casually with Wile E. Coyote. And again, Evening Ralph, Evening Sam. Well, this is not from that cartoon, but he's got a New York Mets gear on. Oh, look at here. Looney Tunes All-Stars. Original story and drawings by Chuck Jones. Interesting. I didn't know that Chuck Jones was even alive when these came out. I forgot these were double-sided. I also remember them being more... Maybe I'm thinking Series 2, but I'm remembering them having actual MLB players in the drawings. Like they were mashups. Maybe that was Series 2. Bugs Bunny. Porky Pig. Yosemite Sam. Oh, Dodgers. What is he? What is this? Oh, Orioles. Okay. No polls, unfortunately. Really crisp, clean cards, though. I mean, these things were like, the corners on these are sharp. Upper Deck really had high quality printing and high quality card stock. They didn't go over the top. It wasn't like ridiculously thick to the point where you got 5 cards. I mean, you get 12 cards in a pack, right? So they kind of really hit the balance between quality and value during a lot of the 90s. Still no Mariners, which is a little bit surprising because the Mariners were actually viable at this point in time. It's all done. Oh, I think I got 2 cards stuck together here. Yeah, I do. I love that old, the old Marvin the Martian with the kind of olive green and red as opposed to the bright green and is it black, I think? Sort of the more modern version, more modern coloring. Hey, there we go. Look at that. With just the S. The old S logo. So, post-Trident, pre-baseball with an M in the middle of it, which was somehow worse than the just basic gold S. That Trident logo was awesome. I don't know why they got away from it. The Compass logo that they came out with in the late 90s was great. But, man, that baseball with an M apostrophe S was brutal. It was a stupid logo. Yeah, no pulls. I think that's a duplicate. Isn't that funny? All right, so that is those packs. Just a fun little rip, nothing special. I mean, we got a couple of hits, really. We got this. Well, this was a guaranteed hit. Mr. Fantastic. I wish we'd gotten Thing, but I'll take it. And then we got this actual pull. Skeleton Warriors Claw. I don't know, 9 of 10 suspended animation. Really cool card. I like both of those. So, come back to the main camera. Cheers to you guys. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the cards. Let me know what you think of Johnny Walker. Let me know if there's anything you want me to try, because I'm always looking for some new beverages to enjoy while I do some work. No, it's getting worse, actually. It's getting worse. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.